Not all laws were written. Some were remembered, and the most important one was never spoken aloud, because saying it was already a violation. In the ancient world, silence was not emptiness. It was instruction, long before books existed, before scriptures, before laws carved into stone. There were rules that lived only in behavior. You did not learn them by reading. You did not learn them by being told. You learned them by watching who survived. Those who followed the rule lived quietly. Those who ignored it were remembered differently. Across ancient civilizations, cultures separated by oceans, languages that never touched, there was one rule they all shared, not through writing, not through speech, but through silence. The rule was simple. You do not look directly at what looks back. Our ancestors believed attention had weight. That observation was not passive. That awareness was not harmless. To see something was to disturb it. To name something was to invite it closer. They believed some things did not exist fully until they were noticed, and once noticed, they did not forget. Children were never warned directly. There were no stories explaining it, no punishments describing it, no lessons written in words. Instead, their eyes were gently turned away. Questions were ignored. Curiosity was softened. Before it could become dangerous, the rule was not enforced with fear. It was enforced with instinct. The same instinct that tells you not to stare into darkness too long. Ancient people believed the world was layered. What you could see was only the surface. Below it were presences that waited, not hunting, not chasing, listening. They believed. Some entities did not act until they were acknowledged, and attention was how they found you. Over time, curiosity replaced caution. People began to stare longer. They began to describe. They began to document. They began to record what was never meant to be preserved. The rule started to fade, not because it was false, but because it was inconvenient. After the rule was forgotten, the stories began to change. What was once avoided began to appear, not suddenly, not violently, but patiently, appearing in patterns, in shadows, in moments that felt watched. Today, we stare at everything. We observe, we document, we expose, and we assume awareness is harmless. But the ancient rule was never about ignorance. It was about restraint, about knowing that not everything wants to be seen. Some rules do not punish you for breaking them. They simply stop protecting you. And once something knows it is being watched, it rarely looks away again. Some knowledge was never meant to be completed. Some stories were designed to remain unfinished. If this one made you uncomfortable, that may be the point. Listen carefully.